Hello, what's up guys, welcome to this channel. In this video, what I'm going to be doing in this video is going to be straightforward. I'm going to be talking about price action way of doing top-down analysis, what every trader must do before market open. Multi-time frame analysis you must do as a price action trader, you must do before market open. In this video, I'm going to be straightforward as I've stated earlier. As we all know that top-down analysis is a situation whereby you filter out all higher time frame to execute your trade on 15 minutes time frame. What I'm going to be doing in this video is that I'm going to overall our main trend. We are going to determine it for monthly time frame. We are going to do main job on monthly time frame, weekly time frame, and daily time frame, and the result that we get from these three time frame, it is what we are going to filter out on 4-hour time frame and 1-hour time frame, and it is what we are going to implement on lower time frame. Either we want to trade on 15 minutes time frame like I do. So right now on monthly time frame, weekly time frame, daily time frame, we already have first touch on our we already have our first touch on trend line, second touch on our trend line, and the third touch is about to occur. The second touch is already dropping. So on monthly time frame, weekly time frame, daily time frame, we automatically we are going to be selling from that zone, that because we are waiting for our third touch, the drop is going to be occur. And if the drop occurs to do the third touch, we are going to continue our buys. Automatically, our monthly time frame, our weekly time frame, our daily time frame is already give us a result that we are going to be selling. And now coming down to 4-hour time frame, we are going to look for to analyze sell on 4-hour time frame, and it is the trend line or support and resistance that we do on 4-hour time frame. It is what we are going to implement on 15 minutes time frame based off of how candle close on 4-hour time frame. Without wasting much of our time, let me take you to my laptop screen and explain what I have for you. So don't forget to smash the subscribe button, like this video, and if you have any question, comment it below. So right here on my screen, I've gotten 4-hour. No, I've stated earlier that I've already have my first touch, second touch, and third touch, and when first touch occur, before second touch must occur. First touch must drop before second touch must occur. Second touch must drop. So as I've stated earlier, on monthly time frame, we have our first touch and our trend line. We are in a bullish trend. We have our first touch, second touch, and before the second touch, occur, first touch drop. So now the second touch is already dropping on monthly time frame. You can see right here that this is the time frame that I've already favored. Right, on monthly time frame, on weekly time frame, on daily time frame, we already have our first touch and our trend line, second touch and our trend line, and we are in a bullish trend. And so the second touch is already dropping on 4-hour time frame. So we now come down to it's already dropping on monthly time frame. Now coming down to 4-hour time frame, you can see this is the trend line I'm talking about at this zone. You can see this is the second touch I'm talking about, and this is the third touch we are waiting for to occur. So right now I'm going to be analyzing more. Initially I'm going to be analyzing sell on 4-hour time frame. You can see this is the analysis that I do. I don't clean my analysis. This is the same thing, I just refine it. You can see this is our main trend line. I've wrote it on this is on GBPUSD, right? Our first touch at this zone on the main trend line, second touch at this zone, and the third touch, and you can see market is approaching this zone. Market is literally going to approach this zone. You can see the trend line we are trading at this zone before. This is the counter trend line. We just refine to draw this one. You need this counter trend line has got weak, and overall this last week we trade some buy. Although we are going to have some sell, but we are going to trade some buy due to the principle of trend line. We are going to have a relative trend line got weak, so we take some buy at this zone. So what we are going to wait for now is that you can see, let me remove this line that I used it last week. You can see we see our psychological level at this zone about 1.34500. This is our psychological level, and as we have our psychological level at this zone, you can see this is the zone that we are waiting for to touch before market began to be drop already. But at this candle close, the way this candle close at this zone, we are not satisfied with it, so we cannot be taking the sell opportunity from this zone, because if we go down to 15 minutes time frame, our stop loss is going to be wider. So we take some buy with this little candle on Friday. So that is all we do. So what we are expecting for market to do is to approach this zone, either approach this zone, or where the market, you can see the way this candle touches this zone and this one close. It is the body of the candle that will determine either we are continuing our sell or we are continuing our buy. So on Monday, now tomorrow, if markets open, we are going to look forward for newer psychological level at this zone. The candle, the chart might not touches this zone. It might touches, it might not touches. So we are fully ready for it. So we are going to mark out nearest psychological level at this zone tomorrow. As market is approaching this zone, it might touches our psychological. So that is what we are looking for. And also take note that the analysis that we do, the trend line that I draw on 4-hour time frame here, it is same thing we are going to implement on 15 minutes time frame. We are going to execute my trade as a day trader. That is where I execute my trade. On 1-hour time frame is just to serve as confirmation. I do my main analysis on 4-hour, as I have said earlier. You can see the second touch at this zone on our main trend line, you can see it's still approaching this zone. If you can look at it and filter it out, you can see we are still going to approach some buy. As I've said earlier, you can see we are approaching the trend line at the top. So overall, we are still approaching the trend line. We might take some buys on Monday. That is called a counter trade. So we might take some buy. So on 15 minutes time frame, let's see what 15 minutes time frame where we are going to execute our trade exactly have for us. On 15 minutes time frame, you can see the exact trend line that I draw. The trend line, this is first thing to take note. The trend line that I draw on monthly time frame, it is the same thing we are going to use on weekly time frame. It is the same thing we are going to use on daily time frame. And now coming down to 4-hour time frame, we are going to redo our analysis where we are going to draw new trend line and support and resistance. And the analysis that we do on 4-hour time frame, it is the same thing we are going to use on 1 hour. It's the same thing we are going to use on 15 minutes time frame. And we are going to execute our trade on 15 minutes time frame based off of how candle close on 4-hour time frame. That means your waiting time has already marked that once 4-hour candle close, you look out how the candle close. This is not just a waiting, it is just a waiting by confirmation that you already know that if 4-hour candle close at in nearest 4 hours, I'm going to execute my trade. So that is all we do. For our monthly time frame, weekly time frame, daily time frame, they use same analysis, they use same trend line, same anything you draw on it. And from 4-hour time frame, 1 hour time frame, and 15 minutes time frame or lower time frame where you want to execute your trade, use same analysis. So all we have on GBPUSD 15 minutes time frame is to approach this zone on Monday. So let's go to EURUSD and see what EURUSD have for us. Let me go to monthly time frame on this one. I've already do my analysis. Let me go to 4-hour time frame on this one. I'll not go to monthly time frame, not to waste our time. You can see on EURUSD, you can see we still have same thing on this one. On this one, we have first touch at this one, second touch at this one, and we are waiting for our third touch. We also have main trend line and counter trend line. GBPUSD and EURUSD are a correlative pair. They move in same direction. We have first touch, second touch at this one, and we are waiting for our third touch to occur. And while waiting for our third touch to occur, so we might be taking some counter trade buy, because the reason for doing this analysis on 4-hour time frame is to match with the bigger traders. You can see if you are a swing trader, you can execute your trade from this zone on 4-hour time frame based off of this candle body closure and set your stop loss and be expecting bigger reward ratio. So that is what you are going to be in a drawdown. You are going to be in profit, be in drawdown. So that is how swing trade operate. But as a day trader, we execute based off of tiny move in the market. So you can see at this one we are waiting for our third touch on this is a counter. I did not write it on this one as I do on GBPUSD. This is a counter trend line at this one. This is our main trend line, and all this line that you see at this one are psychological level that I mark out. You know, I am anticipating that on GBPUSD that if market open, we are going to find out our nearest psychological level, but not on EURUSD. EURUSD have already give us very visible psychological level to mark out. So on this one, we are waiting for our third touch to occur at this one. We have the second touch at this one, and we are waiting for our third touch, and from third touch to withdraw. This third touch, we have already anticipated it. This third touch might go to break at this one to touch the psychological level. Even it might break this psychological level to come and respect this main trend line. But this psychological level at this one is very important because it touches the counter trend line. It touches the main trend. It touches the main trend line and counter trend line, and also have psychological level at this level. So that is what we are waiting for. You can see we might take some this one now. We are not to take any buy. In the principle of trend line, we must have first touch, second touch, and we are going to be trading based off of third touch, and any fourth touch that we see, we are going to neglect it. So this zone is not a buying zone because this one might go to weeks. It might go to weeks and come to this psychological level and begin to be dropping back. So that is all we have. So if you still look out at this one, we have the first touch at this one, second touch at this one. It might be this trend line that it might respect, but overall the trend line that we have right here is still active. You cannot predict anything unless market open tomorrow or Monday. So all this that we are doing is just pre-market open analysis. Let me go to 4 hour. Let me go to 1 hour time frame and see 1 hour time frame have for us. We have on 1 hour, we still have same thing, second touch at this one, and we are waiting for our third touch also at this one. Same analysis we do on 4 hour time frame. It's the same thing we use on 1 hour time frame, and the same thing we are going to use on 15 minutes time frame where we are going to execute our trade. On 15 minutes time frame, we still have same analysis that we do. We are waiting for it to execute our trade, and any analysis that I'm going to switch to 4 hour time frame to explain about the candle closure. You can see we are still waiting. From this one, it might buy. So that is all we have. You can see all this tiny move. It is a counter trade. You are not going to be expecting more from this. It is a 1:2 trade. Let me switch to 4 hour time frame and explain what I want to say exactly on 4 hour time frame. You can see this candle on 4-hour time frame now. Let me show you. I see one example of one candle. You can see, let's say we draw a trend line at this zone. We have the first touch at this zone, second touch at this zone. You can see the second touch at this zone. If you want to trade based off of this trend, based off, let me show you. I see the example of what I'm talking about on GBPUSD, that I want to replicate that for you. You can see this type of example of this. We have the second touch at this one. We are waiting for our third touch at this one. Let's say once this candle close bullish and you did not wait, you go exactly on 15 minutes time frame to execute your trade. You can see this candle right here. You can see the wick of the candle. This candle right here has formed bearish for a long time, and about 1 hour 30 minutes for the, because I'm in the market that day, but about 1 hour 30 minutes before the candle is about to close, it began to be forming bullish and later close bullish and move. If you have execute trade instantly on 15 minutes time frame without waiting for confirmation of this 4-hour candle, you are going to hit stop loss. So you can see at this zone now, if on we have the third touch already, this is our first confirmation. Our third touch has already occurred with this long bullish candle, and this new candle that formed also formed bearish. Initially when it opened, it formed bearish. It has reached this zone. If it has managed to close under this candle or manage to close bearish, we are going to go on 15 minutes time frame and we are going to execute our trade. And the new candle that we form at this zone might form a little bit bullish, and the bullish it is going to give us an M pattern on 15 minutes time frame. We are going to execute our trade, but it did not give us that. So this is the importance of wait. On this zone we are going to wait for like 4 hours, and after the 4 hours, if the market close bullish, if the market close bearish, we are going to execute it on 15 minutes time. You can still see an example of it. It still later come at this zone, but if you are just going to locate a psychological level at this zone, and the psychological level is going to back you up that if you break the psychological level, you are going to continue the sell, but overall it still break. That's what I'm trying to explain. What I'm trying to explain here is that you are going to be trading based off of this. Let me re-explain. The analysis you do on 4-hour time frame, weekly time frame, and daily time frame are the same analysis. The analysis, all the doing that you do on monthly time frame, on weekly time frame, on daily time frame, it is same thing that you are going to use. The result you get from this 3 time frame, it is what you are going to interpret on 4-hour time frame. And on 4-hour time frame, what you get on the top 3 time frame that I stated earlier, for monthly time frame, weekly time frame, and daily time frame, the analysis you get there, you interpret on 4-hour time frame and interpret what you get on 4-hour and 15 minutes time frame to execute your trade. All we are doing this for on 4-hour time frame is just to execute trade based on reasonable reason, logical reason. So that is all we are doing. Any trade that you see, you analyze directly on 4-hour time frame. You know that this trade you analyze on 4-hour time frame, swing trader are already in that trade. So you are going to just watch how the candle body close within the 4-hour time span. You are going to look at how the candle close, and the opportunity that you see, you are going to execute trade on 15 minutes time frame. This is a logical reason. This is a logical rule of trade. This is how I trade normally. So you are going to wait for the 4-hour candle confirmation, and once you see the 4-hour candle confirmation, either the closure or touches the zone you are expecting or touches your psychological level, you are going to execute that trade instantly. And this type of trading position, if you go on 15 minutes time frame, you might be executing your trade based off of under a bearish candle. Let me show you an example of it on 15 minutes time. This chart on 4-hour time is very messy right here. If I switch to 15 minutes time frame and want to execute any trade on 15 minutes time frame, you can see how clean my chart is big. You can see most traders, when they send their trade chart, you will see it is a clean chart, but you will not know that they have done main job on 4-hour time frame on their higher time frame. Let me show you an example of this. You can see right here now that when we go to 4-hour time frame, our chart is messy, but on this time frame now, our chart is clean. Like on Friday now, I have one psychological level at this zone, and I execute one trade based off of this zone at this tip. I think at this tip at this zone. You can see I execute the trade based off of bearish candle, and trade goes 1:2. You can see, if you see any trader that send this kind of trade chart, you just say that what type of analysis are they doing. Their main analysis are based on 4-hour time frame. That is what I explained in this video. So if you want more video like this, don't forget to smash the subscribe button, like this video, and turn on post notifications, so if I post new video like this, you are going to get notified, and YouTube can recommend to other people that might need it. Catch you in the next video.